Hey guys, it's time for another random review, and this week we're checking out the Denzel Washington starring, Antoine Fuqua directed, The Equalizer. I saw the trailer for this one not long ago and thought it might be, worth a look. It looked fun, violent, and had Denzel going badass, killing dudes left, right and center. For the most part, it delivers the goods on all fronts. But as always, it's not without sin. So let's talk about the good and the bad. Firstly, the good. And this goes without saying. Denzel Washington is fantastic as Robert McCall. His performance is wonderfully understated. You really buy him as a man that was never rattled no matter what's thrown at him, and he still has that burning demon buried beneath that thin veil of politeness. He elevates this movie with every scene he's in. Just brilliant. Speaking of elevating the film, I love the villain, Teddy. He was just so villainous. He was, everything you want in a movie villain. He was smart, he was ruthless, well-spoken, and let's face it, a bit of a prick. One of the best scenes in the film is when Robert McCall and Teddy finally meet in a restaurant. The tension in the air is just... The look and feel of the film is so damn slick. It really does have a Tony Scott-esque vibe to the whole thing, and I mean that in the best possible way. It actually reminds me of The Replacement Killers, another Antoine Fuqua film that I love the look of. The man knows how to make a pretty film. Lastly, that goddamn soundtrack. Oh man, was it on point! There's a scene in the film when you know Denzel's about to do something totally badass. He walks into the frame in slow motion, and then that music kicks in. It's like... F***ing awesome! Now, onto the bad. The movie has a few subplots that could have been, cut easily. There's a whole chunk devoted to his chubby co-worker who's trying to lose weight to become a security guard, and this scene with Melissa Leo and a weirdly fat-faced Bill Pullman. That was completely unnecessary, if it wasn't for that one sweet line. I understand that they added some of these scenes to paint Robert as more of a sympathetic character, in order to, distract from the horrifically violent shit he does throughout the film. But the scenes at the hardware store and his interactions with Chloe Grace Moretz's Terry, they already do that. So the subplots only sort of pad the runtime, and they feel a bit redundant overall. Your brain won't get much of a workout here. This is a film that could have been a lot smarter than it is. But it isn't a major complaint, it's more of an observation. It's telling a very simple story, and it feels at times that they took the easy way out and just added some more action or gore, instead of going for something, a little bit meatier. Overall, The Equalizer is one hell of a good time. Denzel is always great to watch, and he's at his most badass here since Training Day. Antoine Fuqua delivers a slick, well-acted and fun action film, and it tells a simple story with some pretty gory scenes, and in my opinion, the quieter parts are just as good as the fights. I'm giving it 4 out of 5. So, what do you think of the movie? In fact, what's your favourite Denzel movie? Let me know in the comments or on my Twitter. If you're new here, give that subscribe button a chokehold. Don't forget to check out our new episode of Film Learnin, and I'll see you next week for another random review.